Hello friends, myself Trisha, working as an assistant professor in SNS College of Technology. Today we are discussing about the subject database management system. The first unit. Today's topic is three schema architecture. So the three schema architecture of DBMS. Three schema architecture of DBMS proposed by Ansier Spark divides the database system into three levels, helps in achieving data abstraction, data independence. Abstraction means the hiding of data. So then the need for three schema architecture. What is the need for three schema architecture? Thus, it separate user application from physical storage, reduces complexity, allows database changes without affecting users, improves security and flexibility. These are the need of for data three schema architecture. So it has three levels. So we discussing later. Then move on to the three levels of schema. The three schemas are external schema, internal schema, and conceptual schema. The first one is external schema. The diagram shows the three schemas. External schema, the higher level is external schema, and the middle level is conceptual schema, and next is internal schema. So the internal schema and the conceptual schema is differentiated by the conceptual schema mapping and or the data independence, and the conceptual schema and external schema is divided by using logical data independence or external conceptual mapping. This is the divisions and the division of three levels of schema. So next is move on to the external schema detailing. It represents the user specific view of a database. It hides irrelevant data from users, and each user may have a different provides external view, and security and simplicity also called subschema. This is the main top 6 of external schema. It is mainly represent the user specific view, what the user has how to view on the topic and view on the machine. So next is conceptual schema. What is conceptual schema? Which is represent the overall logical structure of the database, which describes the entity. What is entity? Entity is the real world object, and attributes is the property of the entity. Then relationship is the relation between the attribute and the entity. Then constraints, then independent of physical storage designed by the database designers. So the third one is internal schema. Describes how data is physically stored. That is internal schema represents. It includes file structures, indexing method, storage allocation used by three schema architecture of DBMS and DBA. What is DBA? The DBA is database administrator. So concerned with performance and storage efficiency. This is the internal schema. These are the three types of schema levels. First one is external schema, and conceptual schema, and internal schema. Then next is the schema mapping. The schema mapping defines the relationship between schemas, external conceptual, and two types of mapping, conceptual mapping. Three schema architecture of DBMS uses mappings to translate users mapping. This is the prototype. This is the first one is external schema. Then external schema and conceptual schema is divisible by the external conceptual mapping. This is the mid level, and the conceptual schema and internal schema is it is divisible by the conceptual internal mapping. Then next is data independence. Ability to change one level of schema without affecting other levels. This is the main, the topic is data independence. Ability to change one level of schema. That is never affecting other levels. Then major goal of three schema architecture of DBMS are logical data and independence. Logical data independence, the ability to modify conceptual schema without affecting external schemas or application. Everything is based on the next level, then difficult to achieve compared to physical independence. Physical data independence is the ability to modify the next level, that is internal schema, without affecting conceptual schema. The comparison of data independence. There are two types of data independence, the logical data independence and physical data independence. Logical data independence and physical data independence. The logical data independence changes at conceptual level affect logical structure harder to achieve. Physical data independence changes at internal level affect storage structure and easier to achieve. The advantages of three schema architecture are data abstraction, data independence, improved security, flexibility in database design, easy maintenance. Then these are the some questions of based on the three schema architecture. You are try to answer these questions. This is a reference, and thank you.